Hey guys, so today I'm coming at you with what is definitely my most highly requested video, a coming out Q&A, or as I like to call it, my Q&Gay. So I'm going to start with the more kind of personal questions that deal with me and my situation and my coming out, and then I'm going to go on to the kind of more advicey questions where you are asking me for my opinion and things like this. What words do you use in identifying yourself, and what are your favourite and least favourite things about being queer? Words I use when identifying myself: gay, lesbian, queer, cisgender, woman, and rad, cool and cool. My favourite and least favourite things about being queer, well, my favourite is definitely the sense of community that exists among LGBTQ people. I think it's absolutely fabulous and I love it, and I love going to prides and things like that because there's just such a kind of welcoming atmosphere and it's just great. I absolutely love it. My least favourite thing is the stupid questions you get when you're expected to act as the kind of overarching voice on all LGBT issues, like, oh, you're gay, so answer this about gay people, and I'm like, I can't help you with everything, I'm trying, but I can't. Who or what made you realise that you were gay? I can answer this very specifically. On April 21st, 2012, I watched Mean Girls for the first time. And I never related to a character more than I related to Janice Ian. And even though she didn't turn out to actually be gay in the end, but she should have, because that would have been a way better movie, I came away from it kind of being like, wow, I am gay. How old were you when you started to question, and how long did it take you to fully know? I started questioning when I was like, I'd say I was like 12, but it was just one of those things where it kind of popped into your head and you were like, maybe you like girls, and then it went away and you were like, that's later Beth's problem, and then it was later Beth's problem, and then it became later Beth's problem, and later Beth realised, yeah, you do like girls. And I thought I was bi for like 6 months. Me and all my friends went through a bisexual phase, but at the end of it, they all realised that they were actually straight, and I realised that I was actually gay. How did you come out to your family? I didn't actually. I was sitting down one night and Mum was like, Beth, we know you're gay, and I was like, oh, that makes things so much easier for me because I don't have to do any talking. They were really chill with it. It wasn't ever a big deal. It never really has been. Who was the first person you came out to? The weekend after I watched Mean Girls, I came into school and I told my best friend, I was like, I'm gay, and she was like, no, you're not. I was like, no, I am, I swear. And no one really believed me for like half a year, and then they were like, yeah, she is. How did you come out to people who aren't exactly your friends but they're in your grade or your year? I never really came out. I go to a small school in rural Ireland, so when there's a gay girl in your year, it gets around pretty quickly. Did you come out as cisgender? I never did, but I never really came out as gay either, so... Do you ever experience homophobia? Obviously, for the most part, everyone is really chill with it, and all my friends obviously are so okay with it, but you still have the occasional asshole who'll be like, so are you really gay? Or some weird pervy guy who's like, well, you'd be bisexual for me, wouldn't you? And it's like, no, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I try to surround myself with people who aren't going to be ignorant towards me, so for the most part, I managed to avoid the homophobia. Okay, so these are kind of the more advicey questions. Do you have to experience both sexes to really know if you're straight or bi or gay? And do you doubt it sometimes? Well, I never doubt it. Like, never. I don't think you have to experience both sexes to say whether you're gay or bi or straight, because if you don't feel attracted to one of those sexes enough to the point where you want to experience them, then you know where you stand. Like, I have no desire to ever kiss a boy. If you want to kiss a boy, kiss a boy. If you want to kiss a girl, kiss a girl. But if you're only going to be kissing someone just to find out whether or not you're kind of okay with them, don't bother. It's such a waste of time and energy and, like, good memories, you know? You could be out kissing people who you actually want to kiss. Do that instead. Make sure it's consensual. Never let it be said that I promote unconsensual kissing. All of my friends and family are religious, and I was wondering if you had any advice on coming out. What I always say to people when they ask me to help them with coming out is to make sure that they're in a safe environment. So if it's unsafe for you to come out, if you have the possibility of being kicked out of your home, if your parents will stop funding your education before you can finish it, and if you're in any danger, just at all, don't come out, because the closet isn't such a bad place to be when it's the safest place to be. But if your only issue with your family is that they're slightly judgmental of gay people, or, you know, a bit homophobic, but not to the point of danger, then coming out is probably for the best, because a lot of people, religious or otherwise, when they're ignorant, it's because they don't know any gay people. So it's really easy to say, oh yeah, gay people suck, when you don't know any. So if they found out that their child was gay, they'd probably be a lot more accepting, and obviously it's going to be awkward and weird at first, and they're going to be a bit iffy about it, but in the end they'll realise that you're their child, and they will, well, they should love you no matter what, and so they'll probably get over themselves. Okay, so I'm gay, and one day I hope to get married, but I'm mega pissed off at my parents for voting against gay marriage, even though I tried so hard to persuade them. I'm not out yet, by the way. But does it really mean that if I do get married, I don't want to invite them? Is that too far? Like I said in the last question, I think that if your family doesn't really know any gay people, it's a lot easier for them to be ignorant. Like, if you don't invite your parents to your wedding, you're not showing them any reason that gay marriage should have been legalised. Whereas if you invite them, they'll see that this is a beautiful occasion regardless of the fact that it's 2 men or 2 women getting married. And I think that's kind of the most important thing. You need to open your world up to them to show them that it's not such a scary place. And that's not me telling you, come out now and get married tomorrow. But just, you know, let things happen in time, let things happen when they feel right. Obviously right now, it feels like a wound, because you're like, they basically betrayed me and they obviously never want me to be happy, but they don't know that their decision impacted you so much, so I wouldn't be so quick to turn on them. So those are all the questions I received on my Tumblr. If you have any more questions about anything, not just gay stuff, I will be here on my YouTube channel answering them, as always. I will see you guys hopefully within the next week, because I have a week off school and I should probably be studying, but instead I'm here making you YouTube videos. So when I fail my leaving cert, be grateful that I'm here. Goodbye.